Hello, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I feel like I need some theme music on or something, but we'll just roll with it. Hello. How are you? I just got back from getting some movement in, and I get sucked into what I'm doing during the day, so it's really easy to make excuses. Which is our theme tonight. Hello, hello, happy Wednesday. It's Wellness Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. It's hump day. Call it whatever you want. But most importantly, today is a perfect day to shift gears and start to make yourself a priority, which is tonight's topic. And so it's Wellness Wednesday. Hey, drop it in the comments section. Say hi. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm coming to you live from the great state of Wisconsin. It is like a heat wave here right now. It is warm. Well, it's like 30, so it's warm. But it's still enjoyable and a nice break from winter. Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in tonight. It's Wellness Wednesday, and we are talking, we meaning you and me, we're talking about taking care of yourself. Now, before you tune off, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a serious question, and you can either answer in the comments below, or you can just answer yourself. Maybe you're by yourself, so why not talk out loud, right? What is your level of self-care? On a scale of 1 to 10, how is it that you prioritize yourself? 1 meaning, not so great hope, and 10 meaning, check. I've got my stuff together. I'm doing good. I'm feeling awesome. Yes, the sky's the limit and I've achieved nirvana. That's 10. I'm not a 10. I'm somewhere in the middle. But on a scale of 1 to 10, hey Gwen, thanks for tuning in. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your self-care? How would you rate your overall wellness? And when we kind of figure out where we are on that scale, we can then start to prioritize what it is that we need to do in life. And the number one thing I hear from, I don't care if you're a truck driver, a school teacher, an accountant, a plumber, a stay-at-home parent, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's the same across the board. The number one excuse, because that is what it is. It is an excuse. And I get to say that it is, because at one point in time, I was the queen of excuses. The number one excuse that I hear from people as to why they do not take time for themselves, why they do not prioritize their health, wellness, fitness, I don't care what you call it, it's all the same, is because they say they don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time, so I'll do it when I get home. I don't have time. I'll do it when my kids are older. I don't have time, so I'll just eat a Twinkie. 3 to 4. Hey, Gwen, thanks for your honesty. And not enough time. Right there. Taking care of others. Absolutely. And here's what I have learned. Here is what I have learned as an addict in recovery. Here's what I have learned as a business owner running multiple businesses. Here's what I have learned as a mom and a wife and somebody that is by nature a people pleaser. So constantly wanting to do other people's stuff instead of my own. If I don't make the time just passes me by. And I started a few years ago telling myself and telling my students and telling my clients that you have to schedule stuff. You have to schedule time in for yourself. And it feels silly, right? It feels like, well, I should schedule a dentist appointment. Why am I scheduling a walk in my calendar, right? But if you don't decide that your health, your body, your fitness, your wellness is a priority, ain't nobody gonna do it for you. We've already seen that happen, right? You maybe have seen that in your own life where your health, your weight, your fitness, the amount of pills you take just keeps on stockpiling. And newsflash, nothing changes until something changes. And that number one excuse that I hear, and I'm calling it excuse, and you can get angry with me, you can give me excuses, you can tell me why you're a special unicorn, you can do all that stuff, because I've done that. I've literally argued with myself. I've argued with my therapist and my coaches and my husband and all of that. Sometimes I don't have time also sounds like I'll do it tomorrow. Sometimes it also sounds like I'm too busy. And sometimes it also sounds like next week. And we just keep putting it off. We just keep prioritizing other stuff that, let's just be honest here, once our health is gone, once we can't get up out of a chair ourselves, once we are not able to move freely, once our weight gets out of control, once we feel like crap and we're not sleeping, maybe you're already there. That stuff that you feel like is so important isn't going to matter. Isn't going to matter because you're not going to be able to do it. And like through this journey of my own health and wellness and working with thousands, it's crazy to say that, thousands of people in pain and looking to improve their health and wellness over the years, and drivers just like yourself, one of the things that I have learned is my inability to prioritize time to take care of myself. And you guys, I'm not talking 60 minutes a day. I'm not even talking 30 minutes a day. What if you just start with 5 minutes? We all have 5 minutes, right? You can walk and talk on the phone. That's self-care. You can drink a bottle of water. That's self-care. You can do a couple of stretches in the cab of your truck. You can listen to a meditation on your phone or headphones before you go to bed. That's self-care. And I've learned something that was mind-blowing to me and life-changing to me. I always prioritized everybody else's needs. I always had this brain idea when I woke up in the morning how I was going to go for a walk and work out and eat all this healthy food and do all these things, and then it all went to hell in a handbag. And here's what I've learned. I learned that I didn't have boundaries. I didn't have boundaries. I was never taught how to draw a line in the sand and say, that's great, but I need to take care of me first. I was never taught how to be uncomfortable with somebody else's discomfort. I was never taught that I'm not responsible for somebody else's health and happiness. And so as an adult, I had to learn these things, and I found it very interesting. The more that I drew lines in the sand, the more that I prioritized myself, and this is not selfish, okay? Selfish is not giving a crap about other people. Selfish is being a jerk when other people ask for assistance. This is not about that, okay? And if you're finding that conflict in your head, I would really encourage you to visit this even more. But taking time for yourself has everything to do with drawing a boundary line and prioritizing yourself for the first time. Drawing a boundary line with other people and saying, I matter just as much as you, and I'll attend to you once I take care of me. And so if you can manage to do that, you may find that other things start to happen in your life. You may find that you are sleeping better because you're taking better care of yourself. Your relationships improve because you feel better about yourself. And the world around you responds to you, respects you, instead of tramples all over you. And so today, I have a request. It's Wednesday, it's hump day, it's the middle of the week. I want you to set one goal for yourself this week. It's Wednesday, so that means Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's just 3 days, you guys. That's just 3 days. I want you to set one goal for yourself that you can do every single day. Draw a boundary line. It's non-negotiable. Whether that's a 15-minute walk, whether that's sitting down to eat with a fork and a knife and digest your food, whether that's going to bed a couple minutes early and putting on headphones and listening to a meditation, like whatever this looks like to you, like don't overthink this. And the second that thought in your mind comes in that says, I don't have any time, call bullshit on it. Literally call bullshit on that thought in your head. And instead, this is what I started doing. Instead, I started saying to myself, what I take time for matters to me. So when I take time for myself, my health matters. So if you find yourself in that pattern of saying, I don't have time, I'll do it tomorrow, maybe next week, I'm too busy, other people need me, all these things, what you're saying to yourself is, I don't matter. Draw the boundary line. Draw the boundary line and do it anyways. When I take care of myself and when I watch other people in my life that do a really good job at taking care of themselves, what I find is other people respect them more. I find that they're happier. I find that they're more driven, they're more focused, they're more clear, they're less edgy, they're less emotional. They're just like really freaking awesome people. And I want to be like that. And I want you to be like that too. I believe in all of our lives, we have an opportunity to improve ourselves. We have an opportunity to be our best. It may not be the bestie yet, but we can be better than we were yesterday. The keys really are in your hands. Stop giving them away to everybody else. You matter. Your health matters. And there is no amount of coaching, programs, diets, or exercises myself or anybody else can teach you that's going to help until you stop that conversation in your head that you don't have time, you don't matter, and you'll do it tomorrow. Draw the boundary line today and let's talk. Hit me up over at mothertruckeryoga.com, and more importantly, share out this video with other drivers you think this might be helpful for and give them a little inspiration, a little dose of hope to move in the right direction. Remember, it's the small, simple changes that lead to the big results in your life so that you can feel good again. Show us some love. I so appreciate you. Gwen, thanks everybody for tuning in. Al, hey, how are you doing? Leave your questions and comments down in the chat below, down in the comment section below, and I will come back and let you guys know my feedback. All right, peace out. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.